Okay, guys, this is part 2 of lesson 1.4. We are going to be talking about reading and writing decimal numbers in standard, word, and expanded form. So, the first thing I want to talk about is some of the words in our I can statement. So, standard is just the same thing as number. You're just going to write it out in number form. Word, you know how to write things in words. And then expanded is going to be a review. We did that this week with whole numbers. And so now you just have to do it with decimals. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's say that our first number is going to be 1.6. Now, when I say 1.6, that's actually incorrect. So we have to learn how to read these numbers correctly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in the chart so that I know where it goes. So there's my decimal. I got a 1 here and a 6 here. The first thing that you do is you're going to read this side, 1. Then the decimal stands for and. You always say and at the decimal. Then you read this side, 6. But you're not finished. It has to end with tenths. So whatever the digit is in, that will be your last number. Now, if I wanted to write this number in word form, I would do it like so. I'm going to put it right down here. So I write 1 and 6 tenths. That's how you write it in word form. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this and erase, and we're going to do a bigger number. Okay, so this time I'm going to do, let's see. I think I'm going to do just a little bit bigger. I'm going to do 16.61. Okay, so we're going to fill this in. Now, I know there's no tens place over here, but I'm just going to put the whole number in the whole number side with the ones for right now. Okay, this is easy. We're just reading it like we always would. So we start on this side, on the whole number side, 16 and 61 hundredths. Now, remember, I did this side first, then this, which is and then this side last with the place, okay? So those are your steps. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in what it looks like in word form down below. So you read this side over here where it has the 16. And for your decimal point, 61 hundredths. Remember, this part is really important because that TH tells you that it's in the hundredths place, not the thousandths place. Okay? So make sure that you have that TH on the end. Otherwise, it's going to be wrong and you will get counted off for it. And that's just so close to being correct. And we don't want you to have to do that. All right. So in addition to our I can statement, we just went over word form, how to write it in word form and reading it. Standard form is number form. So you just read the words and write it. So we can practice some of those. Let me erase. Okay. So this time I'm going to type the name of a number in, and then we're going to have to try to figure out how to put it in our chart. So this number is going to be 26 and 32 hundredths. So if I move that down here, it might be a little bit easier. So the first thing I want to think about is where that and is, because that's going to tell me where the decimal point goes. So the and is right here. So I'm going to put my decimal right there. Then I just write this number. What is it? 26. Over here, I got 32 hundredths. All right, 32. Now, this is important because 32 hundredths, this number has to end in the hundredths place. Okay, so I know it's TH. So yes, it's in the hundredths place. If it said thousands, it would be something different. All right, so those are usually pretty easy. As long as you can find the word and, then you can rewrite the numbers. So this time, we're going to put a number in expanded form. Please don't get too excited. I promise you'll be able to do it. So let's do a number. Let's start with our 1.6 again. So the first thing I want you to do is to put it in your chart. Okay. Step 1 is you're going to write your number. You're going to take your whatever this digit is, and you're going to times it by the place. Okay. So digit times place. So our digit is a 1. I'm going to, what place is it in? It's in the ones place. So times 1. Then you got to add. This digit is a 6. What place is it in? It's in the tenths. Now, notice this is here and this is here. So you can also write it like this. Either one. Sometimes it'll ask for fraction form. Sometimes it'll ask for decimal form. All right, let's do another one that's a little bit bigger. Let me get out the rainbow marker. Makes me feel good. Okay, so let's do 216 and 28 hundredths. So step 1, put it in here. So this is kind of a long one. Remember, digit times the place. So our digit is a 2. We're going to times it by the place. It's in the hundreds place. Okay, then you have a 1, and it's in the tens place. You have an 8, and it's in the ones place. Then we get to your decimals. Now, you don't have to do anything in this one for your decimal, okay? So 2 is your digit times the place. It's in the tenths place. 1 over 10. Do not put 10 because that is over here. That looks like a 16. Okay. Plus 8, which is in the hundreds place. All right. So basically, that's how you write it in expanded form. It looks like a lot, but if you use your chart, you'll know how to do it. I promise you will know how to do it. So the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to write this number in word form. Whoops. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to add a text box. And so we're going to start right here. We're going to look at it right here. So we have 200. $18. And because that's where my decimal is, then I list this side, 28. And then I'm not done. What do I have to do? Think about it. I have to see what place it ends in. That 8 is in the 10th place or in the 100th place. So now you guys know how to write decimal numbers as you know how to read and write decimal numbers in standard, word, and expanded form. Please remember that you can always write me a comment on this video or in Google Classroom with your assignment if you need help. I will be posting other anchor charts to help you along with this, and I hope that you have a great day. So remember, you can reach out to me if you need help. If not, I will see you tomorrow.